So hello everybody. I was just there at the table and now I'm on the big screen. We're still waiting for Nate and Caro. So this is not the bi-weekly updates session. That will be later. We've swapped the order. So this is just this nice space for community to come and present what they're doing, their projects, just really informally chat and ask us questions. If you have like an application ongoing or a project ongoing, or you just want to, get some feedback about ideas you have for a future project, things like that. And actually, I think I can give you a small update of how this whole application is going. And let's see if it works to share a screen with the Createbase application process. Okay. So basically, this is what you can access online, and I can put again the link on the chat if you want to have live access to it. But basically, these tabs show all the projects that are going on right now. And in the first column, we have bounties that are active. So for all these bounties, people can submit ideas and they say, okay, I want to do that. I want to do like a video, or I want to write an article. You can just write a comment on this bounty to apply for it. Then on the next column, we have the applications that were submitted but have not been viewed yet. But the moment that you submit, a few days later, they will get added to this board. And some of them already have comments, so that means that we are already starting, the process of talking to the people who applied. And you get an email also saying that your application is on the board, so you know where to find your submission and where to, talk to us about what's going on. This, in the next column, we are continuing talks with them. And it's still figuring out some details or maybe even some main things, because our goal really is to try to get every application to be accepted, or as many as possible. I guess every application might not be possible, but we want to, the ideas are really, really great that are coming. And if they need some adjusting or some tweaking to make sure they're aligned with what this guild wants to fund. And also many times we also find out that the project could be funded better, or maybe could be split funding within the Createbase Guild and other sources of funding for projects like the Near Foundation main fund or other guilds. So we connect them with these other sources of funding, and we have projects that apply to Createbase and were funded actually by partners already. So that is also something that we do at the Createbase. And then here is kind of like a long list of projects that are approved and are in the process of being, implemented, or whatever it is that they're doing. We know that quite a few are actually waiting for MintBase to go live. So, that's they might be almost ready or pretty much ready and just waiting for that. So I think the moment we have that, a lot of the projects will clear from this row. Then we have executed projects. So these are completed projects. So we already have quite a few. And then funded transaction complete means that they were actually paid for. So we already are super happy that we, in the few months that the guild is operating, we already, can get projects completed and they receive their payment, mostly in Near tokens, I think, so far. But yeah, some projects are asking for other types of tokens, so we are figuring out also how to do that. So we want to be flexible and support as best as we can the projects. So this was our small updates, and let's see if I can stop sharing my screen. Yeah, and I don't know how I see the chat, but let's see. Chat. If there are any questions, you can send them also via the chat about what I showed right now, or maybe you have one of these projects that are there and you want to ask some questions, so we can we can do that too. I'll put you on on the, if you want to do it here in the public presentation, or if you just want to do like on a table, we can have like a table just to chat about submissions. I can add a title for a table like that. So I would like to call some people that said they were gonna talk a bit about what they're doing. I think the first person is James. I don't know if you have to raise hand or, sorry, this is my first time doing this. If I have to invite them to the backstage, or if you can do it yourself. Let me see. Invite to stage. Yes, I can do that. So I'm inviting now James. And I guess he's here. Hi.
Hey.
So yeah, you can just keep, start talking.
So I'm working on the community team at Near, but I've been organizing an event the past few years with a community called the Rare Art Festival. So I attended this event in January of 2018, and it blew my mind. It was like the main reason I got involved with the Ethereum community and the whole blockchain space. So I decided to help organize the second annual event after I heard the team who organized the first one couldn't make it work. And a community rapidly formed around it, and we did our best to coordinate and really produce an event in a decentralized manner. And that had a bunch of challenges, and we learned a lot in that process. And then, the past year we had to go virtual, and that was another great learning experience. And this year we're hoping to do another Rare Art Festival, and I'd love to collaborate with the Createbase Guild and make it really cool, but also, just facilitating that coordination among all the various projects in our ecosystem of communities. So the idea more specifically would be to raise funds, from a variety of sources, including Createbase, to fund a concert, which would be kind of like an open mic style, inclusive musical performance, which would invite all kinds of crypto musicians to get paid for a gig in virtual reality. And that would be one part of this larger festival, which is the culmination of an event long, or a month-long event, starting in Manchester, in the United Kingdom. There's going to be a crypto art event that sort of kicks off a month-long celebration of rare stuff. And that's the gist, but I'm really interested to get feedback and discuss more with the communities, and we'll see you in the other tables. I'm happy to chat whenever about Near stuff or just rare stuff in general.
That's awesome. Like, what's the timeline? Do you have already like the dates?
Yeah, so we coordinated both the past two events around New York City Blockchain Week, which is in May, and this year we're planning to do it May 28th to 30th, which is the last, the second weekend of that Blockchain Week, and it's worked well. But it'll be a virtual event, so it's just kind of how we've done it. There's a possibility that we change that timeline. It's not set in stone by any means, but that's sort of the proposal I've made, and I'm looking forward to figuring out if it's more appropriate to do something later in the year, which can be in real life, IRL, or if we just want to go for it, and really it's a continuation of last year's festivals. Yeah. And
I have to say that it was actually really great to have the virtual event last year, because I could actually take part, like go and
yeah.
And it was really nice. It was really amazing. I mean, I haven't been to the in-person one, so I can't really compare. We have to ask someone who've been to both. But it was really great to have it online, I have to say. Well, and maybe you can even have like a mixed version too. Like, I think that I guess in Vancouver they had that, like a mixed virtual and real things, and I have to see how that worked. I didn't ask them later if they thought that was a good idea or how that played.
Yeah. Well, the virtual Rare Art Festival is still happening for sure. That's what we're planning. And the IRL stuff is kind of out of my control. The Rare Art Festival is out of my control, believe it or not. So that's going to happen or not. But I'm focused on the virtual aspect.
Okay, I see.
And the concert is a really important piece. We've had musical performances at the past 2 Rare Art Festivals, and we'll continue.
So the concert is going to be virtual. That's the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Very good.
And we want to do it like we did for the speaker lineup last year. I asked as many people as I could if they wanted to speak, and I kept it completely open. Didn't bias the topics whatsoever as far as I could, as much as I could.
That's amazing. That's a great strategy. I have to say, it's like this non-curation. You just, you know.
So I'm not trying to be a curator, but the rare art community might be able to curate curators for this.
Right.
And that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. But the virtual concert might be one curator among the curators that can accept as many performers as possible. And I'd love to pay the musicians, and it's a challenge, but we'll make it work because I think it's super valuable for the experience overall.
Thanks. So, okay, so let's see. I'm going to see if someone said they want to. I guess Mango is going to hold off on any updates. So if anybody else wants to come, and I also see that Kara joined, so we also will be ready soon for more like the Mint-based bi-weekly. But I want to know, since we changed the order, I can give more space also for people to, just talk about what they're doing, or if they have questions about projects, if they, want to do it here on the big screen. Don't feel, intimidated. This is still very informal. Just drop me a line in the chat, and let's see if someone is going to say something here. Or if not, I can just do kind of like a sandwich of sessions. I think this, let's see. So yeah, Vandal, so great. So I'm going to say, I don't know how I'm going to remove James from stage gently, hopefully.
Thank you so much.
Bye, James. And okay, so I'm going to now get Vandal up here. Invite to stage. I'm getting the hang of this slowly. Hello, Vandal.
Hey, how's it going?
Good Great to have you here again.
Thanks. Doing a great job, Lenara. And shout out to Chloe. Safe trip. Has Chloe made it?
No, I think Chloe will get internet later today, so not in time for this meeting. But for anything that is from tomorrow on, then we can count on Chloe again.
Okay. I just have a quick update on my end for what we're doing with the next Dao Records Createbase Mint-based Near project, which is the TYGS project, which is a event series featuring competitions with like hip hop styles. So we're going to have like MCs, DJs, beatboxers, producers, dancers, graffiti artists, as sort of like a collaboration and competition series that's going to, I guess, roll out this year. So we've put in an application for Kernel through Gitcoin, which was accepted. And so we're super excited to get on the Kernel program, which is kicking off on the 12th. So if anybody out there, I just kind of wanted to just reach out to the rest of the community here. If anybody is like participating in Kernel, or knows anybody who's going to be sort of in this block, or previous fellows who might be interested in sort of participating or helping out with our project, that would be totally awesome, because we are looking for cool people, and why not connect with people here from Createbase to get started with it. So I just wanted to kind of get that news out there, and just sort of see if there's anybody else who's interested. Also, with what James mentioned about the Rare Arts Festival, and that sounds like super awesome. I saw, I think we interacted on a tweet about doing some audio NFT panel or something like that. So I thought that would be really awesome. And also, Dao Records, we have a lot of musicians and artists in our community, so we're happy to connect for the Rare concert. So I think that James, if you want to connect, I'm happy to link with the community, see who's interested. If we have any dates or anything like that, that would be really cool. I don't have any further update in terms of the TYGS and where we're at, because I'm waiting to start the kernel program.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, actually, me and Chloe are on the kernel program, so you're gonna, you're kernel mates or something like that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, amazing. So very cool. Yeah, looking forward to, like, it seems really exciting in the program, and apparently networking and meeting people is like done in a very nice way, not just kind of like a forced way where you kind of shove people and go network, but really organically kind of connecting to like-minded people. So it sounds really, I'm sure you're probably going to find people there, and of course here you're already finding people. So I'm super looking forward, and I guess in the next in our next call, maybe you'll have already updates from that project for us.
Yes,
and
for sure.
Amazing that it's going to be part of kernel. Cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's like, for me, it's a great opportunity because I'm not a technical person, and a lot of this, especially, my familiarity with the Ethereum network is probably more than with Near. So it would be great to connect with people who are, developers.
I think that they do get a lot, like mostly tech people in kernel. So there will certainly be people with a tech background looking for, projects to get involved in, I think. Cool.
Yep. And cool. NFTs.
Yeah, awesome. So cool. I'm going to put a music table for later too, right?
Okay.
So we can, people can congregate on that. And so I'm going to get Vandal out of stage gently, and then I'll get Carol in so we can hear the Mintbase update. Thank you again. Let's see. So hi, welcome to the stage.
Hello.
Hello. Where's, 1 second. There we are. Hi.
Yeah. Oh, I love this background, the wall. I'm glad you chose this one for the call.
Thank you.
The real deal. All the Lisbon stuff.
I can make it a bit louder. All right. Yeah, sorry for the delay.
No problem.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So updates. Code. Every day we're coding. Our fingers are starting to hurt because we're round the clock coding over the weekend. During the holidays, we're just coding. And now we just had our second developer hire start on Monday, who's going to help me with front end stuff. And our Rust developer has been definitely cranking away. Lenara, we had our talk last week. He was in complete oh my god mode because we were a lot of hard stuff when developing on a new blockchain. We had some issues with how to trigger cross contract calls. Oh, we got a little dingling.
You can keep talking and we'll close it.
Oh. So when we had our conversation, we were in the peak of the frustration of how the heck does cross contract calls, the actual thing where our market piece triggers move the NFT from A to B from our store contract. So we've made it through that crux with talking with a few of the Near team. We've been having almost nightly meetings at 7 o'clock. Because their team's on the Pacific Coast, but we broke through last night. The thing we're having a hard time with is getting the market to understand once we actually transfer the NFT, we get the receipt that says it's been transferred. But at least we're at a point now where I can start writing a lot of the indexer logic that records all of the market stuff. So there's a lot of other features that we're working on that are, I'm excited more to show it than talk about it. So it's
and it's also top secret.
Yeah, I don't know how top secret it is, but it's.
So you won't be showing right now in this update because it's top secret. That's what you tell me.
A little bit. I put a target to have you guys using it today. We did not hit that target because of the many pains of developing on new blockchains. So yeah, I would much rather show what it can do rather than say it.
But on another note, in terms of an update, so thanks so much, Lenara, to do this advent calendar back in December with Chloe. That was so much fun. It was awesome. Like what you guys are doing is great. And just on a note for anyone who won, on the last day, I still need to send out some presents, some Somnium cubes, but the gas fee is so high I haven't done it yet. So I still owe 20 people Somnium cubes. So that's just from that side, from our advent calendar, a little follow-up that happened in December. And now I'm super excited to really have a product so that people can actually execute the applications and start getting creative.
Yeah, it's killing me having the site down for this long. I was super naive thinking that we could have this up by early October. October turned into November. November turned into December. And now here we are in January. I also didn't think I would be completely rewriting everything. I ripped out everything Ethereum related on this Near site. And it's a completely different site written from the ground up. And I'm really happy about that for a lot of reasons. We are going to be seeing Ethereum starting to get gobbled up back into the Near site. So it's been kind of here's Ethereum, here's Near, a whole different site, different code, different everything. Rewrote this from scratch. And this is pretty neat. This already feels old. So once we launch on Near, we'll test this out. And once we get the contracts audited, then basically we'll start deprecating this site and start increasing more Ethereum capabilities. So you'll be able to toggle between the different pieces. So I am pretty flippin' excited about the base of it. I'm not super excited about how long it's taking, but it feels like we're getting.
I think it's worth it, to do something in the best way, or at least a very good way, instead of rushing to have something that, then it doesn't work so well. So I think people will be understandable. Of course, everybody wants to mint things with Mint-Base on the air, but we're waiting.
Yes.
And if anybody has questions for Nathan Carroll, you can drop them on the chat. Or if you actually want to ask live, I think I can even invite more people to the stage, testing the possibilities here. And also, I was wondering if I can share, when I share a screen, if audio comes up, because I can actually play the this holiday clip that came out of the advent calendar, and it was quite cool, but I don't know if the audio will come, because that's the good thing about it. So I'll try and see what happens.
No audio for us.
Oh, that's sad. It was such a great video. Yeah. So you guys did a really great job at doing really creative tasks. Like Lenara did all the riddles every day and just created one thing after another. So it's true, we could post it on Instagram. So this was something Lenara came up with for, I don't know which day it was, but people basically had to sing a Christmas song, right?
Yep. Like a holiday song, but they had to say Happy Holidays Mint-Base. to the tune of the song.
Yeah, that was such a great idea.
Okay, so PD, we cannot. Maybe I have to find like the setting for doing that, for playing the audio from the. But I think I can drop. I can drop the link later. Like Chloe put it on YouTube, and I think it's also on Twitter, so you can watch the clip. And it was so sweet. It was really, really cool that people sang. Yeah.
The person who sang in Mandarin, I think. Someone, like, I couldn't understand it, but it sounded really beautiful.
Yeah, I think, well, that was one thing that people said. Like, it was really nice to interact with people because we made the riddles, and then people said, oh, no, that's too easy, so I made them harder. I was like, no, that's too hard. I mean, some people said that's too hard, but some people said, oh, it's not my first language, and it takes me a while, to get to things. So yeah, so then we tried to make the riddle so people can participate, and it wasn't like just the first person, because maybe the quickest person, is the one who understands the language better, and to give like a chance for everyone. It was great. So let's see, if you guys are finished, I think Laura wants to also jump in. And
oh wow. Sorry, we're just opening what Laura sent.
Okay. It has some honking, I guess.
Yeah. Should we cut out and then have Laura in there?
Well, maybe you guys can, if you can share with audio, can you share your screen? You can try to do that.
Did you hear it when we just opened this video?
I heard like honking. I don't know, like some sound. I don't know if that's what it was.
Let me try to share the screen. So this, and then let us go here. So I'm sharing, correct?
Yep.
Everyone can see it?
Yep.
Can you hear it? Wow. Nice, Laura. Ooh, nice. Wow. Thank you. This is awesome. Oh, wait.
There's two of them.
Thank you.
Laura want to take the screen over and she can talk to it?
Yeah, I can. Let's see if I can get Laura to the screen as well. I'm just testing here. We can get several people because, that's kind of a interesting way to. I'm going to invite Laura to the stage and see if we can have more people for. Yes, we got Laura.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That one is just the little part of the video that can be used with all the other videos about Mint-Base, and that's the reason why it's the first one I have been sharing, because if you want to share something by Mint-Base on social media and you want to use the branding concept that we have, I'm not using the video because my connection is really slow, so I have,
no problem.
if you want to share something in social media, use the branding that I've been developing with the question that I've been asking, etc. You may use that video, but I mean, it's not a must. If you don't like it, if you don't feel like using it, because maybe the music is not the right one for you or things like that. It's just something that I've made for my video and can be used for all the other videos. And it's interesting that this concept of ecosystem, of growing the creative ecosystem of people, can be spread. Okay.
I love it. I can't wait to start. I can't wait to start using all this stuff once we actually get the dang site up live. I'm really excited for like the whole marketing push and getting a whole bunch of people actually using and figuring out how all this stuff works. So my goal is to get this thing working, and I love it.
Yeah, I hope this helps also to motivate you to do your code, because I saw that maybe yes, you're okay.
I'm so
Fine.
motivated.
Okay. Because I want to be honest, it's a little challenge for me, because working on this video the way I'm working is like slightly different than any video, cyberpunk video that I have done before, and it's different from how people do things. So it's slow also for me. I feel slow. Okay. So I can feel what you say when you say, oh, all this code. I am almost the same, because I'm building a library of models which are built in a different way than usual. So I can feel what you say, but go on, because you're doing a
I
good
see
thing.
actually a product here, like tokenized models from your library.
Really?
They
Which
can be
one?
NFTs, any model.
Yeah, we could. We definitely could. Yes. And I won't put the models, publish the models in any way before finishing the video. So first of all, I'll finish the video and then I'll publish the model. If we want to publish the model on Mintbase, this is cool. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, why
fine.
not?
I just downloaded the MP4. I'll test it this week.
Okay.
See if maybe Arweave can handle.
Thank you,
Okay.
Laura.
I hope I get finished as soon as possible. Okay.
Yeah, it's looking great. Amazing.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you too.
So,
Thank you.
Laura, I'm gonna remove you from the
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
It's like a horrible word. Or if you finish your presentation, or if you want to say something else.
No, I don't know. That's fine.
All right. Thank you again so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Cool. So I don't see. Let's see. I'll scroll back in the chat and see if anybody else has any questions for you guys or any other.
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions other than the update of timelines or other things besides secret sauce stuff?
So you can't reveal maybe like a tiny thing for us? You don't have to show, just say something.
I just want to show it. I think once it goes.
Okay. No, okay. Sorry for pressuring you. Yeah, we have some wishes for, because we're going to break out into the table discussions. So there is one wish of talking about Rainbow Bridge stuff. If anybody wants to talk about that, I put a table for that, and I'm also gonna make a table for Rare Concert as well. We have a table for NFTs, and if anyone else has like a topic you want to get around a table, I can change the name of tables for that, and we can just chat and move around. And this is quite a nice feature that you can kind of sit around these tables. So I think that's it. Like in the beginning, before you guys entered, I showed a bit our application process and all the projects that we had, and it's quite interesting, like quite exciting how many projects we already have in such a short period of time, and that are moving along this timeline, and different phases, and some are still, just submitted, some are already, in the process of refining, some have been accepted, some have been finished, and some have even been paid. So that's great.
Yeah, that's really great.
So that's
thanks for helping everyone out, Lenara. And that's also what I think Createbase is also about. It's not just about this funding process, but you also helped like other people who had nothing to do with our group, right? And then you directed them to another guild. So it's basically like just supporting so Lenara and Chloe are supporting you wherever they can, and they have so many connections and ideas, and that's what the power of the group is, I think.
Yeah, no, and feel free also to reach to us in the Telegram group or on the Discord as well. We will be reading those messages, and in between these calls, we're available for chatting or send an email, whatever you feel like is like a best way to communicate, whatever works for you. Okay, so I will declare the main session, finished. Thank you so much for coming and giving this update here. For the next one, we'll have Chloe again. I hope I did an okay job so far. And and then let's do some like chat around tables now. And thanks everyone.
Thank you so much. See you at the table.
So I'm ending the session now.
Okay.